That's a good one.
Some of my most memorable moments have been spent while attending book launches and basking in their literary glows. People who make it convenient to be present at a book launch, despite the pulls, pressures, deadlines, and targets of today's world, generally feel elevated afterwards. Book launches are occasions to savor and relish. No such event leaves the audience feeling morose, shaken, or put off. Barring the usual exceptions, book launches are feel-good, uplifting and elevating experiences. The author in question usually looks and behaves like a newlywed, glowing at all the praise which inevitably comes his or her way. He blushes quite often too.
You're right there.
Yeah, exactly. Guests who are invited to deliver speeches are typically erudite, expressive and distinguished individuals. Such luminaries make it a point to praise not only the book, but also the author to the skies. At times, some suggestions for the author's future journey will also be offered, especially by those who have long traversed the same dusty pathways. The lighter side of a book launch also deserves a mention or two. Most attendees are there not so much for the love of books, but for the love of the host. You will thus keep an eye on the doorway to see who all have actually popped in. Knowing well that an invitation to cocktails would have been shown more fruitful. Book launches are normally morning or afternoon affairs. Tea, coffee, and cakes are more the norm at these do's than the bubblier stuff. Some individuals show up just to be seen. Others simply want to exchange glances with the author who is on stage and mark their presence. They will then make their exit ASAP since they are usually headed to more entertaining joints thereafter. Why waste an opportunity to have some real fun now that they're all dressed up? But to be fair, such escapees are not many in number. A large portion of the gathering at a book launch will genuinely enjoy the whiff and feel of an embalming afternoon, well aware that coffee and conversation are in the offing. Such human beings will also share some of the author's glee at having accomplished the lifelong objective of becoming a published writer. Even those who have been there and done that before will never tire of the adulation and affection that they receive at their umpteenth book launch. The aim of this writer's writings has been to leave the reader with some hope for the future, some balm for the mind, and some calm for the soul. But an author's life is not just about writing, though it is primarily that. It is also about editing, getting published, promoting one's work, and then basking in glory, however dimly lit the horizon may be. Success comes to a writer, as a rule, so gradually that it is always something of a shock to him to look back and realize the heights to which he has risen, said my favorite man of words, P.G. Woodhouse. Book launches are celebrations which assure writers that friends and their good wishes are not so random after all.